Before you meet with the Illusive Man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years.
Is this a Bethesda class test? No, it can't be.
Memories are intact.
No, this is a any effect.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
Really, this doesn't have any effect at all. That's terrible. This always irritates me where they ask you what you thought about stuff that happened in the first game. If you played the first game, this is all you get. They ask you and you react to it. And that's like that's all the more meaning that's given to the first game. And if you haven't played it, then it's all these random questions about crap you've never heard of. Like, this is so clumsy here.
Wow, Jacob. Yeah, I remember that part where Cerberus tried to feed me to a Thresher Maw. That happened. I'm sure you've heard of it too.
Yeah.
Probably read the report about it.
Yeah, we got a commendation for that.
Yeah.
Everybody got pizza that day.
Gunfire, blood everywhere. I was the only one who stayed focused on survival.
Are you writing this down, Jacob?
50 Marines died on a coup.
Yeah, this is pathetic.
You did read the report.
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility.
The whole point of this is just to get Renegade or Paragon points. Which for the listeners at home means if you're a good person or a bad person.
Well, not
and to
strictly.
And to show you that the writers, and to show that the writers, before they wrote this game, they definitely went and read the Mass Effect wiki.
I understand, Commander.
That's right.
And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The
So,
there, and I can
just the 2 questions? Or wait, did I miss one?
I suppose you're right.
20 questions divided by 10.
The Illusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I really don't see what the point of that was supposed to be.
I get the feeling that originally they were going to let you pick what had happened, but then they said, no, let's make them buy Mass Effect and play through that whole game.
Yeah.
That's what they did in Knights of the Republic too. I thought that worked pretty well.
Yeah, and I mean, you couldn't even import a save into KOTOR 2, and, you know, I don't think it made that much of a difference. Now let's go talk to the Illusive Man.
Yeah, Illusive Man.
What kind of name is that?
That is... It is a lame name,
like someone who
I think.
takes their nickname as, like, the nickname that someone in the office gave them as, like, their criminal identity.
Illusive Man.
It seems like it'd be way too goddamn awkward to use, like if you're working in Cerberus.
Not unusual.
And I have this nagging fear that whoever named him meant elusive.
What exactly is it that you and I
like that should be what he is he eludes you. But they made him elusive, like he creates illusions. And he doesn't actually do any of that. There are no illusions. Yeah, he does
Shepard.
He does nothing elusive here. He's just like, the only reason you can't kick his ass is you don't know where he is. Because he talks to you through his holograph phone.
You need to earn the right to ask.
Wait, so why
is
the
office he's got too?
Why are all the Paragon dialogue options the "fuck you, I don't want to work for you" and the Renegade the "I'm perfectly fine working with Cerberus"? You know, not all evil likes everyone else that's evil.
I know, it makes no sense. It is so sideways here. Like, oh, hello, fellow evil person. I guess I'll serve you because you are also a dick, but you're a bigger dick than me.
Yeah,
really? Is that what we're doing?
For those of you who haven't played, like, the first Mass Effect, how it works is, Paragon is, I play by the rules, I do, you know, I do the right, honorable thing, and Renegade is, I do what's necessary. Neither of these really jive with, I'm going to work for the guy who just murdered a bunch of civilians for no reason. In fact, really neither Paragon nor Renegade are precisely evil. They're just, like, different degrees of efficiency versus... It's like lawful versus chaotic more than good versus evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did the top option go? There was a top option before, now it's gone. Because I asked him about why he wanted me.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind
Maybe
this,
I
Not like
believe
it
you.
matters.
Yeah.
I'd consider helping you.
I know. This is like
Wait,
the
what?
most
No.
your
I'm
conversations
not
in the
considering
game
helping.
are so railroady. Like, this is how they begin the game, is you agree to work for the biggest bastard you've ever encountered, and you can't just tell him to piss off and walk away.
Hey, Illusive Man, how about no? Where's the no button?
Ask him if you have a choice. Because...
I'd love to see his answer to that.
Yeah.
You always have a choice, Shepard.
Oh, okay, then, bye-bye.
We're both looking for.
Yeah, alright. If I have a choice, I'm leaving.
But
I mean,
first, go to Freedom.
is this the exit?
No!
Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the
But
company?
no!
Do they have any connection to the Reapers?
You have a choice, but first you have to do what I say.
It's up to you to do the rest.
You have a choice, but first, you have to follow my explicit instructions to the letter.
Yeah, I brought you back from the dead, but I'm not doing it a second time, even though you're humanity's only hope. If I had to bring you back again, I'd have to sell this sweet hollow emitter that we're using, and there's no way I'm parting with this thing.
Change your
I can't mess
armor
with
to
my
yellow.
weapons.
How does he get anything done in his office? It's just so badly lit.
I know.
Well, I guess it's mostly on
And red light. Yeah, well, and red light is really bad for your eyes. All day sitting there staring into a red sun,
Yeah.
that is gonna be uncomfortable.
Spend squad points.
Oh.
I guess I leveled up. What? Yeah, I know how to do this.
On a less choleric note, I like the
Okay.
weapons on your back more in this game than I did in Mass Effect. In
Yeah.
Mass Effect,
Yeah,
it looks like
Mass
they were
Effect,
just
they
sort of
kind
static
of
clawing your
floated
torso.
there. Oh, hey, the mission complete screen. I forgot about this.
It's an odd thing. I've played through the game twice, and I still don't understand why that exists. Is there some sort of... Are there players that went through playtesting and were like, I didn't understand where the mission ended?
I don't remember
there
what I
people
The
got on
mission's
the
still
mission.
going
We should be there shortly.
because
Yeah.
I thought
Illusive
that
Man
we
put
were
us under your
still.
command.
Why
Do
am
you
I
have
back
any
on the
orders?
ship? Did I lose? Did I lose all my points?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following
Yes,
orders?
like...
Is this
what
gonna
is
fix
that
my
screen
gamer
to-
score?
Second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in
Are
charge.
you gonna take my achievements away from me?
Take them down. Nothing gets in our way.
Okay, that's an unfair stereotype.
Perfectly, Commander.
Okay, and now we're all of a sudden, now that we've agreed to sort of tentatively work with Cerberus, now Shepard comes in with, yeah, we're totally gonna do this, and I'm 100% on board, and I'm never going to change my mind.
Never ever.
Damn it.
So, that was an illusion of choice. That's why he's called the Illusive Man. The
God damn
illusion
it,
of
Seamus.
choice!
So what,
Just
you're
put your
saying that the
finger right
Illusive
on
Man
that.
is the Bioware writers?
Yes!
Everyone just got
The villain behind the entire game is the guy that writes that damn dialogue tree. He controls your fate.
God.
Okay, now before we're accused of being a little too negative, like, the impression I've given was that while the setup is stupid, and, like, you know, the circumstances regarding the beginning of the story is stupid, the actual, like, characters and missions are actually pretty decent.
It is true. That's the unfortunate thing is, this game began on its left foot.
Oh, look.
This game
Robots.
fumbled out onto the field, and then got good about 45
Yeah.
minutes in. Like, when we get to, what's the name of that asteroid?
The asteroid with a bar
Omega.
on top.
Omega. When we get to Omega, the game becomes Awesome Town. But we've got to, like, shoot dumb robots and go through this railroading nonsense to get there. And so I do hate to beat up on this game because I mean, really, we don't have that many games that have great writing these days. And it's a shame to take this one and beat up on it. But, you know, screwing up the central plot of the game is a pretty big flaw. Especially when the first game was so much better.
Yeah, that's just sort of an important note to those watching that, like, we're not going to keep on this same negative note probably throughout the whole series.
No, in fact, I'm really looking forward to Omega.
Colony.
Omega has two awesome things. Two awesome things in it.
I probably should have taken cover.
Yeah, you know what? This is a weird looking colony. I like how you have to go through one guy's house to get to another house.
Alright, check this out. So, let me get this straight. We die, spend 2 years getting recreated, get attacked in the Cerberus facility the second we wake up, go to the Illusive Man, he sends us to some random colony, and there we run into Tali.
Josh, I need you to be quiet. Tali is here.
Is Josh saying something?
Cerberus rebuilt.
All I hear is Tali.
These attacks on human colonies.
You guys are hopeless.
I'm not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
Actually, I don't hear much of anything since my head exploded 8 seconds ago from the Tali exposure.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's
going
on.
Yeah,
alright, so Tali. So Tali, join our group because we're totally ditching Miranda. You're not
Right, yeah, you can replace Shrek.
Isn't that a little strange?
Yeah, I mean, hey,
remote human colony?
you can journey around, you can take Miranda's bunk, you can take my bunk. I mean, like, if that's cool, you know, we can just share. That's fine.
Barring that, can we have your helmet and put it on Miranda? Because that would be a big improvement for her.
Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse.
So this is a neat change. Now, instead of dying, when a Quarian gets a hole in their suit, they go crazy bananas.
We should work together to find
crazy go
Good
nuts.
idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
2 teams
No,
get past the
Praza,
drones.
You're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do.
Okay, so
and
Tali
another
hasn't changed. She's still a badass, and a badass who knows what she's doing. She's been like that since the first game, and she's still like that. That's why I love Tali.
Although there was another conversation where it was like, you know, an NPC shows up and just orders you around. Like, the game just starts off on that. It doesn't keep doing that, but my goodness, it begins the game with these fake binary choices.
I didn't even realize that that was going on because I was too busy. Oh my god, it's Tali.
yeah, Tali can give me any sort of instructions she wants. Any sort of instructions.
Alright,
Oh.
down boy.